How does loss of consortium work in PI cases? Imagine waking up one day to find your world turned upside down because someone else's mistake caused your loved one serious harm. Now, think about how that affects your relationship, your daily life, and your happiness. That's where loss of consortium comes into play. It's a legal claim that helps family members recover damages when a personal injury to a loved one damages their relationship. Usually, it's the uninjured spouse who files this claim, but sometimes parents or children can too. Loss of consortium covers the emotional and practical parts of a relationship that get hurt after an injury. This includes companionship, affection, emotional support, intimacy, shared household chores, and parenting duties. When someone gets hurt badly, their ability to fulfill these roles can be diminished or lost altogether. For example, if a person becomes physically disabled or cognitively impaired after an accident, their spouse might no longer enjoy the same closeness or shared experiences. To win a loss of consortium claim, the person filing must show a few key things. First, they need to prove that they had a valid relationship at the time of the injury. This means they were legally married or in a recognized domestic partnership. Next, they must show that the injury was caused by someone else's negligence or wrongful act. Then, they need to demonstrate that the injury led to a real loss in their relationship, such as less affection, intimacy, or shared responsibilities. Finally, they must connect the injury directly to the loss they experienced. Supporting evidence often includes medical records that show how severe the injury was, testimony from family or friends describing changes in the relationship, and personal items like journals or photographs that show how their life has been affected. It's important to remember that damages for loss of consortium are separate from the injured person's own damages, like medical bills or lost wages. They focus on the emotional and relational harm to the family member. In many places, only spouses or domestic partners can bring these claims, but some jurisdictions allow parents or children to seek damages for loss of companionship in certain situations. Usually, loss of consortium claims are filed along with the main personal injury lawsuit, and the time limit for filing is often the same as for the injury claim itself. That's why acting quickly is essential. In the end, loss of consortium recognizes that injuries don't just affect the person hurt but can ripple through their entire family. It's a way for the law to help compensate those who suffer emotional and practical setbacks because of someone else's careless or wrongful actions.